Alright, well, Rory's been emotionally scarred.
We showed him the video.
I just like showing people that frog, that monkey frog.
It's a fucked up monkey
chimp
frog.
frogs. Chimps are awful.
Psychologically, it fucks me up,
these
man.
bad people.
Yeah. Yes, now you want to climb up the outside.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. In other words, just do it.
Yeah, so you can squirt from here. Nice. I notice Rory tends to get shine sprites that are really frustrating and annoying about climbing.
I told you, Jake gets all the good ones.
Yeah, this happens.
I've done like 3 red coin ones. Bopping.
That doesn't
Bop.
my narrative.
He's still going!
Into oblivion!
He just fucking DBZ crashed into the side of that island.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna crash on the beach. We just created a new shine sprite.
The Electro Koopa crater.
Yeah.
Okay,
you gotta go on the outside.
Most disappointing thing you played this year?
Most disappointing thing I've played?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh,
Oops.
Well, this
I don't
shine
even know
sprite. What?
We good. But,
Disappointing.
you see, that probably has something to do with just how I play games. I usually wait for the recommendation.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've also, as of late, become much more selective in the games I actually buy and play.
Word.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's partially because, like I was talking to an episode or two ago, my time's so much more limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if I had to pick one, and I still enjoyed it a lot, probably Bomberman R for the Switch.
Or
Super Bomberman R. And it's not a bad game. It just wasn't,
it's just still Bomberman after all these fucking years.
Yeah.
But I never played Bomberman as a kid.
Oh.
So, like...
That was weird.
What do?
I would.
He's coming!
Yeah.
Is there a roof right on the other side of that, or is that...
Yeah.
Oh, so you can climb up that. Oh, well, now you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, I'm a little fucked.
I would jump and try to cheese it, like immediately, like switch to hover.
Yeah.
You know, and try to cheese it backwards. It's okay.
Them camera angles. Yeah, and I don't think Bomberman R was bad in any sense. I don't want to give that impression, but in terms of like, I just wanted a Switch game.
Word.
You know?
Well, you know, I think that's what they're going for too.
Disappointing. That's the thing, is I ask you guys questions and then get frustrated when you have no answers, and then I don't have my answer ready.
You son of a bitch.
Probably. Now, I'm saying disappointing, not bad. You know, in that case, Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, did you ever finish it?
Oh, yeah. I went pretty hard on that game.
No, you had it right before. You got once the green goes back, you gotta climb up.
Interesting. Try spraying it now.
Yeah, I guess I should be good to go now.
Oh my god.
We.
I didn't even think of that.
I mean, I don't think
Blew
that's
my
how we're
fucking
supposed
mind.
to do it. I think that this is just not designed well. Camera,
Okay.
case in point.
So Final Fantasy 15, huh?
Yeah, not terrible. Just, you know, clearly not finished.
You
I'm
think?
not finished.
Yeah, like there are large bits of it that just, it's like, look at all this empty fucking space. You know?
Yeah, I getcha.
This story clearly felt like it was happening in another game.
Really?
And every now and then it would be like, we'd interact with the story and it'd be like, do you just expect me to know all of this shit? We've been driving around in the car for the last 10 hours. Like, that's the game I'm playing. You expect me to know about all this weird hierarchy of gods and shit, but...
Eat shit.
Yeah.
It was like I don't think it was.
Take that.
I shoot him.
I don't think it was a bad game by any means, but just
Yeah.
I felt like it could have been
It seemed like
way
it was...
much more. Gameplay wise, it was a ton of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
I think
You
next
know?
up on
good
my
thing.
list is Persona 5.
Yeah,
I heard really good stuff.
cool.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate the Persona series.
Yeah,
at
Persona
some
4 is
point.
pretty cool. You know, I think it's funny. I just played I'm still kind of playing it, but I've pretty much finished Night in the Woods, and I really liked it
Oh yeah, that was good,
because
right?
it feels a lot like a.
Ooh.
It feels a lot of like a Persona game. I'm sure people are gonna hate me for saying that, but it feels a lot like a Persona game, but like minus the part of Persona that I give the least of a fuck about, which is the RPG combat. I don't give a shit about that aspect of the Persona game. Like again, blasphemy, but like I like interacting with the characters. I like the friendship. I like the weird ticking clock feeling you get about that. It's like, oh, who I go to lunch with today matters. Like,
Yeah.
that's what's interesting about Persona games to me is talking to people in their stories. But the game wants to relay the bigger character moments to me through these forays into the nightmare dimension where you RPG battle with weird monsters that have designs I don't really give a shit about. Like, again, Persona fans are not really going to like any of the shit I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm not a hardcore Persona fan. I've played Persona 4 because it's the one that everybody recommends.
Gotcha.
I dug Night in the Woods. I think the art is beautiful. Some people aren't crazy about the writing. It struck me as really genuine.
yeah.
You know, music's amazing. I guess I can...
Do you think different elements of a game can not fudge, but like kind of gauge? Like you like all the other parts, so hypothetically you'd be more accepting of the writing.
Oh, totally. I don't
You
think
know?
the writing... I don't think the writing's bad. I think
I'm not
the
saying
writing
that
is
that's the
spot
case
on.
in your scenario,
Yeah.
It becomes like
but with any kind of art.
how much you can how much you can deal with. They're millennials, you know. Like the main characters of Night in the Woods are very much American millennials, and they speak like American millennials. You know, so if you're the sort of person who that sounds like it would really fucking annoy you, it's probably gonna really fucking annoy you.
Yeah.
But to me, it struck like it was done in a really genuine way. I liked pretty much every character in that game, even the ones that you're not supposed to like because they're not good people, because they just struck me as true to life.
I mean, that's a good sign. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, totally. I think it's a great game.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like games like that. How do you guys feel about Telltale style games? I should say.
Well, specifically with Telltale, like, I've been playing Telltale games since fucking, like, whenever they picked up the Sam & Max franchise, back when they still were making point-and-click adventure games.
Yo, you know they made a few Bone games.
Yeah. They made two.
That makes a lot of sense.
They made the first two, Bone books into, Out of Boneville and Great Cow Race.
Yeah, oh, I fucking love that series.
Yeah, it's a great fucking series.
I still have to really give it a look. You know?
Oh, you didn't even get into the part where it's like, oh wow, now this is a fantasy epic. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
these little doofy fucks like, coming to fuck shit up in the valley.
How do I feel about Telltale in general? I really wish that they would make another point-and-click adventure game, because nobody makes them anymore. And
What do they consider now? Walk simulators? Is that like the?
They're not quite walk simulators, but they're more just
What's a walk simulator then?
I think did I ever show you the Stanley Parable?
No.
Well, it's like games where essentially you're just walking around, like you're walking around and you're interacting with the world, and you're looking for all the flavor text and stuff like that. But I don't know, like granted, some games suck that are like that, but some games like that, like for instance the Stanley Parable, are really interesting if you're the person who wants to experience a game that's just not like other games. You know? Like, the sort of person who would use the term walking simulator is the sort of person, like, who, I don't know, like, if you don't like indie games, just don't play them. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that a game like Dear Esther exists doesn't mean that Assassin's Creed 3569 isn't going to exist forever also.
Yeah.
Like, they're not they're not in competition. It's just
Yeah.